Hi, I'm Pastor Bill Vigil of Meat of the Word Ministries, and today I'm going to change subjects from feeding your faith and starving your fears, that entire series, and start a brand new series in regards to the love of God, particularly the Christian who is to love God like Jesus loved God, and to understand that God loves him even as God loved Jesus. Now, Jesus said this on a couple occasions. He said, I and my Father are one, making himself equal with God. Well, the religious leaders picked up stones and called him a blasphemer and wanted to stone him to death and put him to death. They just got crazy, wild, mad at him. And then in John chapter 17, when Jesus was talking to his disciples, the last remaining apostles, actually, Judas had already left, Jesus talked about him and his Father being one, and he and his Father loving him. And Jesus prayed that we would love the Father, or we would understand this love of the Father, even as God loved the Father. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that. There's so much in the Bible that talks about that kind of love. And we'll get into that as this series progresses. It won't be as long as it's been. But just today, I got a message from someone saying that they were at a protest. And I said, a protest? What are they doing at a protest? Are they protesting the riots? Are they protesting or rioting? No, no, no. They're protesting police brutality. And immediately, and I want you to listen very carefully, I want to ask this question. Where did Jesus ever promote protesting at any time in this world on his earthly ministry? When did Jesus ever see the Father and encourage the Father to protest? That's not the act of love. Obviously, protesting, even police brutality, which is real, which is terrible, which is, we've all seen how terrible it is. I'm dating this as in June of 2020. We know how terrible it is, but how can a Christian protest? Number one, all that does is justify to those rioters that it's all right to riot, that they did the right thing in rioting, burning buildings, stealing and breaking and entering into places. You think about that. Then secondly, it fuels the fire of that. People don't understand that, but all it does, it not only justifies, it fuels the fire. Just today I heard that some people were killed rioting and protesting. And then secondly, the protesters, will think about it for a moment. Again, when did Jesus ever do that? Protesting is going to amount to more Christian, or more, I should say, more police officers being killed, being put to death, being murdered, being slaughtered on the street. You mark my words, we're going to see that taking place. And Christians are protesting that, and because their voice is being lifted up in that vein, in that capacity, it's going to justify the murder of those people. So I just want to ask a sincere question. If you're a Christian and you believe in rioting, why? Secondly, if you believe in protesting, why? Explain to me why. I mean, I'm asking this as a sincere question. Why are you protesting anything in this world? If the world, Jesus said, is going to hell in a bag, what good does protesting do? Think about it for a moment. Give it some thought and get back to me. Give me some feedback and explain to me why you might be willing to protest, or want to protest, or think it's justifiable to protest, or that it's beneficial to protest. Just give me that. Just explain that to me. I don't understand it at all. So anyways, if we're going to love God, let's be like Jesus, and let's love God with all of our heart, with all of our soul, with all of our mind, with all that is within us. You have a wonderful day and tune into the next session.